My name is Julie Katz. I'm with the firm of Keehner, Kennedy & Katz. We are pretty much a general practice firm, although I tend to concentrate my practice in the area of family law. I have been practicing in St. Clair County, coming up on 25 years this fall. When you're dealing with people in a family law situation, it is so emotional, and you know you're touching people's lives and their children's lives, and it's hard at times. You have your days when your client's going through a terrible time and they lash out, and a lot of times, they'll lash out and I'll look at them and I'll say to a client, "Are you done now?" And they'll kind of laugh and say, "Yeah, I feel better." Those of us that do this a lot get to a point where we're like doctors. You can't grieve every death. It's a lot to put on your shoulders, but I don't really have trouble sleeping because I feel like once I've done the best I can, I kind of feel like it's out of my hands at that point. At the end of the day, if you get custody for the client or whatever, they've gotten their divorce that they've been wanting forever, I get lots of hugs from clients too. So it's kind of neat because you're touching people's lives, and that's what makes it gratifying. I guess I would say we're lifers. There are a handful of us that probably will always do this, won't ever get out. It's what we do. It's a small community of lawyers, but it's a nice community of lawyers.
Julie Katz has been involved with the land of Lincoln since she got out of law school in the mid-1980s. Julie is always willing to take on more complicated pro bono cases that require a lot of time. She recently volunteered to handle a divorce pro bono for a woman who had had a stroke.
One of the things that it affected was, besides her ability to walk, it also made her eyes not be able to stay open. So she had to keep her eyelids open when she came to see me with Band-Aids. And right after she had the stroke, they'd been married for 35 or 40 years. Her husband said something to her like, "You're no good to me anymore," and left her. Kind of a tough go for her for a while. We kept her married long enough that she had her surgeries and she was able to keep her eyes open. Still very severely limited in her movement and her speech, and at least we got her divorced and got her some maintenance, so it worked out pretty well.
She's extremely dynamic and she's a leader. She's probably the biggest volunteer I know anywhere in the legal profession. It's hard to imagine anybody who does more for other people than Julie Katz.
I guess it's just something that I feel we should all do. We as lawyers know how important I think we are to people, and when there are people out there that can't afford it, I feel like it's just our obligation to try to represent some of those that can't afford it along with those that can.